Bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld. Bonjour, hello, just going down to do my first post-confinement shopping. Now I've kind of let my food stocks and stuff run down quite a bit, so not a good idea in case I get stuck in for whatever reason. So I'm going to go down and do a pretty big shopping for various things and a few observations en route as usual. As you can see, we're just at the base of the cloud level and not a very great day weather-wise. We've had fantastic weather during the lockdown, during the confinement, and then when it's finished it's just been storms and cloud and not really much sunshine and blue sky. So anyway, that's going to come, that's for definite. Here we go, the video. Between 3 weeks ago and now, roads are still deserted. Normally they're quiet, but not absolutely deserted. It's almost as if people have got used to the confinement thing. And whereas up to the beginning of this week it was compulsory, I think people are kind of getting used to not going out quite so much just now. The other thing is there's absolutely no snow about here. So all the snow's gone at this level. So just coming up to this roadworks, the landslide that happened at the beginning of lockdown. Yeah, making really good progress here. See across the right above us. Wow, that was huge. So yeah, still a bit to go. I think they've had to replace services and things. They've done a really good job so far. It's 2 o'clock Friday afternoon. I figure this is quietest time to end up going down the mountain, down to the village of Embrun. And of course, big difference is I don't need this attestation, I don't need the self-certification, and as such I don't need a justifiable reason to be here or going anywhere or whatever. So along with that, and also the fact that I don't have any pressure of time at all, I've got all afternoon, all week, all whatever, I can take the scenic route. I don't have to go direct, I don't have to come direct back. Take it easy and yeah, it's just get the opportunity to enjoy being out once again. This particular part of my trip, this was actually on the Tour de France last year, and when I came down to check it out from the side of the road, as it were, I was just down on the left here, just before this bridge, parked up, well before everything happened, and got a lovely spot, did a lovely little video, just as it's about 4 or 5 kilometres after the start point, and they all came whacking over this wooden bridge. It's a steel bridge, but it's a wooden base that we're driving on. This gets slippy as anything when it's wet. Just over the water there. The water's very muddy. There's a lot of water come off the mountains with the storms. Again, nice to take the scenic route. Ahead of us is where the direction of the weather's coming from. Our normal direction of weather, the storms, you can see them starting to formulate. They'll be here in a couple of hours' time. So just come into the far side of the village of Embrun. The tobacco shops here, so like more of a tour than a there and back. Quite a lot of people around, people walking, cycling, kids hanging around, a few cars. And of course, not such great weather, but it doesn't seem to be stopping most folks. So first stop, the tobacco. Get my tobacco. Okay, tobacco is done. Again, let's take a scenic route round the back of the village. It's lovely around there. So, yeah, normally I get my tobacco. I go to Italy for a day out, and the difference of what I've bought in tobacco pays for the day out and saves me a lot more as well. So unfortunately the frontier with Italy is closed. Not that I'd want to go there anyway, because just the other side is where the worst bit of the initial part of the COVID-19 problem was. So the next stop is a supermarket where I don't buy anything except water. That's the only supermarket that has water on a very low pH, which means that my kettle doesn't get calciumed up, and it's also the cheapest. So just around the back of the village, down and through all the back streets of the village. Just how you'd imagine a quaint little south of France village would be, tight little streets. And this leads us round to the cathedral that's getting worked on just now. Massive project. Scaffolding and concrete and all sorts everywhere. Les-Orres off to our left, up the top of the mountain there. There's the other cathedral. Beautiful building inside too. It's the entranceway. Looks like it's open too. It is a visitor attraction, although it is an active establishment of worship. It's very popular with tourists. And back down to the middle of the village again. So down to this Leader Price supermarket. It's deserted, nobody here. It's not the cheapest, it's not the biggest, but it does have that water that I like to buy. So due to open in 2 minutes time, so my timing's perfect. Okay, not bad. 50 litres of the best water for €8. And of course not just for satisfying my coffee addiction, but also good to have fresh, good drinking water that I know is pure for relatively little cost. Next stop, Feedek the Saxo, get some fuel, which is also quite substantially cheaper than the last time I bought fuel. So the oil prices haven't plummeted. They went down apparently from over $100 a barrel, and at one point during the crisis they were actually minus 38 cents. They couldn't give it away at one point, but that's just stock market values. It's not actual reality. So let's go and buy some of that stuff that was maybe purchased at minus 38 cents and now arrives at the pump at over €1 a litre. So do a quick calculation on that. Got one of these speed controllers down here. Try and get it exactly on 50. Nah, I'm under 47. Oh well. Still legal. Just past another garage at the top of the village there. 136 a litre. Now it's the good juice that I put in this expensive 98 stuff. She runs a lot better with it. So I came down here, it's usually cheaper. 132.2. So yeah, a bit of a saving. A lot of cars milling about. So we're going to the self-service bit. Just wait for this gentleman to get finished, and there's no rush at all. He seems a bit confused with it all. Okay, so that's EC fueled up. We've got brand new fuel pumps there since I was last here. Petroleum industry must be doing quite well. Right. Stop number 4, one major shopping. This is the largest of the supermarkets down here. I find it's got the best choice and it works out the cheapest as well, which is quite a boost after relying on mountain shop prices for the last couple of months. So it should be quite a pleasant surprise to do a major shop here and not be too upset by the pricing. Nice to see the place fairly quiet. People seem to be mostly masked up. Shelves seem pretty complete as well. It's not as if it's been raped. Checkout distancing. Don't move on after this guy's gone. All is good. That's not so bad. Pretty easy going. It's just starting to get busy now. They've got a security guy in the door who's making people queue outside, and it's one out, one in. So I've managed to get in before that. And yeah, everyone's okay there. I mean, I hear the horror stories in other countries and other places where it's just a nightmare at supermarkets and stuff. So all good. And for my water, my tobacco, my fuel and my shopping, I'm €50 underneath my budget, which is a surprise. But my shopping's kind of changed a bit. Buying certain things, you know, mostly kind of really paying attention to dates of stuff, in particular meats, but also buying a lot for frozen, for freezing. I have a numerous amount of freezers if I need them, so that's where you really score. So I think I deserve a cigarette. All is good in the hood. Managed to desanitize or sanitize my hands just as I came out in case I've touched anything that I shouldn't have done, so I'm safe to roll a cigarette, smoke a cigarette and get on my way up the road. So I think I'll just finalise at that. That's today's shopping run. Very happy. Got more water than I thought I was going to as well. I got more tobacco than I thought I was planning to get. I got more food than I was planning to get. So really win, 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 win. All good, very happy. So that should be the last time I need to do that for about 3 weeks. So all sound. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as ever, your support greatly appreciated. And remember, subscribe down there, click on the old alert bell for notifications of future uploads from MaxMountainWorld. Remember to share this with people online, offline, make comments below, everything. The support, as I say, is just so much appreciated. It's feedback for me. And that's basically it. So again, thanks very much for watching. Ciao. That's Les-Orres up ahead, straight underneath that flat bottom cloud. That's where we're going.